Who should own the property? Well, there's lots of choices here. I haven't got time to deal with them in this seminar. They are covered in the seminar, Who Should Own the Property? You and your wife or partner, in which case you do need to bear in mind that the effect of owning it is different from the effect in this country, where generally in Britain, if you own with your wife, it's on the basis when you die, she automatically inherits your share of the property tax-free. Most countries, your half is yours, hers is hers. When you die, your half passes in accordance with your will, and if your wife inherits it, there may well be a tax to be paid. You may put your children on the title. You may buy in the name of a company, or in the name of your pension fund, or in the name of an investment club or a fund or a trust. The important thing to understand is that for each and every one of you, only one of those options will make any real sense. Another might be barely acceptable, and the rest would be a complete and utter waste of time and money. And each of those options is a real live choice. It's not just a list we've invented. These are choices we make for clients on a day-to-day basis. I mentioned earlier on buying property in the name of an investment club, and it's an option that not many people know anything about, so I thought I'd deal with it in a little bit more detail here. There is a separate seminar about buying through an investment club if that's of interest to you. An investment club is just a group of people. It's a group of you and your family and your friends or your neighbours or maybe strangers who've banded together to buy a property. And the idea is that instead of you having, say, £50,000 invested in one apartment in Bulgaria, you and 15 other people have £750,000 to invest in 8, 9, 10 properties around the world. Massive diversification, lots of places for you to use for your own benefit, and potentially better financial rewards. These are incredibly informal and simple to set up and run. They are what's called tax transparent, which means they don't pay any tax on their income or their capital gains, but don't get too excited because you have to pay your tax on your share of that income and capital gains. And they are very low cost. Setting one up might cost £1,000, £1,500. But most of all, they're fun. And who said you can't have fun whilst making money? I go to talk to lots of these clubs, and we set up quite a number of them, and there's an amazing amount of debate amongst the members about the best way forward, what they're going to do next, and they become friends and have a lot of fun whilst they're making their money. Big question for you. How will I sell my property? You do not make money by buying property. You make money by selling property. And so when you buy, you need to be clear in your mind who is going to buy it from you. Not the individual concerned, but which target type of buyer do you have in mind? Is it a local person? Is it an expat business person? Is it a holiday maker? Is it a retiree? What is it? And why is that person going to buy your property instead of the dozens or hundreds of others that might be available to them in the marketplace? And we all know when we look at properties that there are some that stand out. There are some that have a better view, or they face due south and therefore get the sunshine, or maybe they have a slightly bigger garden because of the shape of the road system, just a little bit better than the other properties of a comparable nature. When it comes to investment, it's not like ladies' tights. There is no one size fits all. What's best for you will depend upon your age, your wealth, your family situation, your aim, your timescale, your previous investment experience. I'm constantly asked, what's the best investment available in the world today? And the answer is, without dodging the question, I can't answer that question without knowing a lot about you. So what do you buy? I said right at the beginning that not all property will make you money. Some property, you could own it for 100 years and it will never make you a penny because it's the wrong property in the wrong place. So make sure you're buying something that makes sense. Make sure you're buying in a tax system that you understand and which is going to allow you to retain a large part of your profit. If you don't know enough about the alternatives available to you, then think about taking some advice. Do you know enough about the places, the types of property, the structures to make it work most efficiently? And what's your time frame? Have you got the time to put into this, or do you want to get someone else to do it for you? If you're going to ask for advice, do be alert to the fact that there are lots of advisors who know absolutely nothing about this business. I'm constantly amazed. We have our own clients who, on the strength of the fact that we have bought them a property in Croatia or Turkey, have set up to give advice to other people as to how to do it. We even have a firm of solicitors who have asked us to do 8 or 9 different transactions in different countries in the world, and on the back of that have set up an international property department. Find out how much experience these people have got. Find out, are they regulated? Do they have insurance? But most important, what's it going to cost you? There are some property investment advisors who take well over 20% of the value of the transaction in various fees and taxes. That is insane. It destroys the value of the investment. If you're thinking about using a property finding service, they may charge 1 to 4% for the work that they do. But ask questions. Make sure you're comfortable with the people you're proposing to deal with. Taking advice will save you many, many times its cost. People don't like paying for advice. You can't touch it, you can't eat it. It therefore has no value. But it will save you a lot of money. And as I said earlier on, those who make the most money out of property abroad are those who treat it as a business. I say to our American clients when we do seminars in the States, it's a business, dummy. Doesn't matter what you like and what you don't like, is it going to make you money? Lots of our clients have made a great deal of money out of international property over the years, and I think they will continue to do so, but the ones who make the money will be the ones who go about it in an orderly fashion. Now, it's a sad commentary on the times that I have to say to you that this seminar is only a way of sharing our thoughts. It is not a substitute for proper legal advice. It's brief. It is not capable of dealing with your personal circumstances, and of course the law changes all the time, so by the time you see this it might be out of date. So if you want more information, if you want to get in touch with me, or if you want to look at some of the other seminars we've been talking about, contact Real Estate TV on their website, www.realestatetv.tv. And on that site you'll find free copies of this presentation and our other PowerPoint presentations and other seminars that you can download. And that's it. Thank you for listening for such a long period, and I hope your property investments go well. Thank you.